Right, so just going to do a quick video on the militarization of the police. The police are supposed to be owned by the public. The public are supposed to own the government is supposed to own the police. So everybody knows now that the government isn't owned by the people, it's owned by corporations, offshore, tax exempt, with unlimited money in the bank. It's a scam, basically, a massive scam. So anyway, the police have become privatised. So what's happened basically is they used to be owned by the people. So the people actually, used to say, well, I don't like, a policeman walking down my street with a truncheon. And then the truncheon would get taken away from him. Or, the people would basically say something and then it would sort of be reversed. So it'd be like a fight, so they'd get basically more and more weapons, the police, and then the people would push back, and then they'd get less and less. But now, because the police have become privatised, they are just getting more and more weapons. So it's gone from just basically having a helmet and handcuffs to now, I used to work nights. Now what they do is they walk around with like bulletproof vests, all the the SWAT gear pads. They got guns, actual guns. They've got tasers. They have truncheons. They're just totally militarised, and that's only on the nights. If you look in the day, then they have a taser, they have a truncheon, they have the bulletproof vest, but they don't have the gun yet. But they're very clever at what they do, these people, so they do it slowly. So soon, what will happen is, on the days, the police will start to have guns, and then once they've implemented that, mark my words, we don't have a lot of police at the moment because of so-called recession and tax cuts. But watch, the media will start hyping crime and violent crime. And what will happen is they will roll more police out. And then what happens when they roll more police out? Once they roll more police out, there's more control. People, see policemen with guns and looking like military. What they're gonna do? They're gonna be in more and more fear, and they're gonna be more and more controlled, and they won't want to break any laws whatsoever. everything will be micromanaged. This is what they want. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but this is where they want it to go. Everything's about micro management. So you've got like all these new terms like micromanagement, microaggressions. They want you basically. So they want to break your will. And once the people see that amount of, because some police now still, can still talk to them, still have a chat, they're still in it to do the right thing. But once the big rollout comes, that's when martial law is implemented. So what will happen basically is, if the rollout of all the police don't work, which probably won't work, because they'll never control us. That's what they fail to understand. They don't understand that we have humour. We aren't like, we're not computers. We have algorithms, but we don't have the same algorithms as computers. So if, for instance, we can evolve, computers can't evolve without us. So we can build new neural pathways around new attacks, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So if that doesn't work, the rollout of the police state, because the police state isn't here yet fully. I mean, it is compared to 20 years ago, but once the police state gets there, so to speak, that's not going to work. Then they're going to try martial law. Then that ain't going to work, and then God knows what happens from there. It's going to be crazy, that's all I can say. So be prepared and don't be scared.